Hi everyone. For the event hackathon, we came up with an idea to automate the claim approval process. Our team name is Imagica. So what we think the current problem in the claim system is the claim process takes a longer time in order to process the claim. So what a person has to do is he needs to scan the documents. He needs to upload those documents in the claim system, submit all the relevant transaction details, and then he needs to post the document, the original receipt, to X location, and they further scan the document and send it back to the offshore team. The person who is sitting at offshore, he needs to compare the scanned copy or a physical copy against the claim system, whether all the amount is correct, the number is correct, whether the transaction date is correct. Couple of fields that he would do the validation, and then they would approve it. Typically, this is the process takes about 10 days to probably a month or so. So this is the problem that we have identified, and we came up with a solution to automate the process. We are using a new technology called the OCR technology, which is an optical character recognition, which will convert the images into a text file. So using this technology, we are validating a couple of important fields in the claim system, like a bill number or the date or the amount, whether that is matching with the scanned copy. And based on that, we would do an auto approval, or the claim could be rejection, or sometimes if the scanned copy is not good, then it goes for a manual intervention. So in addition to that, we came up with ease of use of mobile. In today's world, there is a big demand for mobile applications. So we have developed a mobile application where a person can take a photo and then upload, use an AutoClaim application to upload the images, send in the claim details, relevant details, and then just send it. So this we think this would be one solution where it could solve the current claim process, lengthy claim process. With this said, these are some of the advantages that we think would bring onto the table. Like you don't need to have a scanner machine, you can use your mobile to take a picture, or there are a lot of scanner applications within the mobile that you can scan the document. And then with the OCR technology, where we can recognize the image to a text file, and then you can do the validation and auto approval. So basically, it will eliminate a longer wait time. It will cut short the overall process of validation, and then it will be another advantage would be to lesser manual intervention. So in case if the validation fails, it could be because of the poor scanner quality or some other reasons, or maybe there is a gap where the amount is not matching. In that case, the claim goes to a pending status, and the human has to validate in person in order to either approve or reject the claim. And then another thing is you have a lot of things that we need to carry. So maybe with the new process, person can take the image and upload the image, and if it approves, then you hardly need to keep the bills. And this current solution can be extended to to send a notification to the whenever there is a claim which is submitted, then it can get a automatic notification that the claim is approved or it requires a pending, so that a person can log in and then he can take appropriate action. And then we can have an absent manager who gets a notification, and then he can go to the application and he can just review the claim and approve it right away. So that would also speed up the current process. Then it can we have built it on a big data platform, so it can be extended to the cloud, so that the overall process or the loading of the application will be much faster than the current application where we have to connect to XNet, and sometimes the pages won't load. Sometimes you are in the middle of submission, but the page errors out. So maybe those are some of them which we avoided. This is the high-level solution architecture. As you see, we have used a couple of newer technologies in order to come up with a solution. We are using the Android mobile application, developed Android mobile, and then we are using the Tesseract, which will do the image conversion from images to a text format. We use the Hadoop platform on a Linux machine, which is the open source cloud data distribution 5.3, and also the ETL tool Talent, which is the open source for big data. And we use some of the utilities called the scoop, which will move the data from Linux file system to the HDFS or the Hadoop file system, and vice versa. The database is the open source MySQL database. So from the mobile, we have a few functionality where once you take the picture of a bill claim and then submit a new claim, you have to fill in the bill number, transaction date, transaction amount, what type of transaction is this, and then choose the picture from the gallery, the bill that you click on, and then submit the request. Once you submit the request, the images would be stored in a Linux file system, and the claim details would go to the MySQL database. After that, the Tesseract utility or the program which will run, which will convert the image into a text format, depending on the number of images, and then the MySQL database. So we use the scoop import, which will import the data from the MySQL, all the pending transactions or the pending claim transactions that will be outputted into an open claim. And then we use the Talent ETL jobs, which will take all the open transactions, corresponding images are being extracted, and then it creates the final claim status, whether it is approved or rejected. And then that data we use again the scoop export utility or the command to export the data onto the MySQL database, which in turn updates back to the iClaim system. So this is the site which will have the data. Just a correction, this one is it writes back to the iClaim system. So you have view claim, where you can view the claim image instantly. If there are any pending transaction where you need a manager approval, then you'll have a separate manager panel which you can, the manager will be able to view all the pending approval claims that manager has to approve, and he can go ahead and approve it. So I'll next walk through the mobile. So I'll show the mobile from front end, and then I'll take you to the back end. Okay, so this is the mobile application. So as you are seeing right side, this is the database, MySQL database, and then the current Java application which is running, and this is the interface, mobile interface, where you saw a flash screen, the iMobile, and then this is the login page where you will be entering the details, and what you see in the middle screen, this is the code. So you have to enter your user ID and the password, and you're logging in. So this is the page where you'll have a new page screen. So when you click on the new claim, then you'll have to enter the receipt number. Fill amount. And then choose the date. So we'll use the and then you choose the image that you want to upload. And then you press back. Then the submitter. Okay, you have to enter the test number and then submit it. So once you submit, if you see on the screen where you are seeing this is the log where you see the claim has been successfully submitted onto the database. So right now, so if you look at the table where you see the claim information, this is the claim ID auto-generated employee number and the claim date. This is the claim amount, and currently it is open, and this is the claim test. Then we have a transaction table which will give you more details on transaction. A claim can have more than one transaction. That's how we have defined. So as you see, there's the claim number and the date. This is the first transaction, and this is for a transaction record and the amount and open. And this is the link where the file is, the image file is being stored. Yep, that's right. Again, this is the view, and this is the manager view, and this is his view. So we are opening once again the claim, which will be able to you will be able to see all the saved transactions that you've done. So as we move to the view, so this is how we show the claim status in the open. And this is the saved one, and this is the manager view. So I'll take you to the backend.